Welcome to Melbear's Weird and Wonderful. Today I'll show you what happens when you put chunky glitter into a glow tumbler. I put out at least one new video every week, so please subscribe. If you enjoy the content, please give me a thumbs up. It really does help. Thanks so much for watching. Alright, so today we're going to try something a little different. One of the viewers asked what would happen if you put glitter into a glow tumbler, so we're going to try that today. So what you need for this project is a hollowed wall tumbler. I have drilled this one out already. You're going to need vegetable glycerin. This is the brand I've been using, works quite well. And you're going to need baby oil, and I just use plain old Johnson's baby oil. We're also going to need some glow powder, and I bought this from Amazon. I'll link it in the description. I'm using rose, red, and pink. And then we're going to also need some food coloring. I don't have pink food coloring, so today I'm actually going to use this resin dye from Let's Resin. And then we're going to need some chunky glitter, and I've got this pretty one called Pastel Mix from Recollections. And I've got this other pretty one with little hearts, also from Recollections. And these are more like a little clay glitter. So let's get started here. What we're going to start with is dyeing up the glycerin. Add about half a teaspoon of the two different glow powders. And we're going to add about 20 ml of the vegetable glycerin. Now we're just going to mix that up. And I don't have pink food coloring, so I'm actually going to try to add some resin dye to this. You need something that's water-based, otherwise it will make your oil discolored. So let's try a drop of this resin dye. Get pink food coloring. I just don't have any on hand. I will get some this week. And I'm using Let's Resin Peach Red, which is pink. But food coloring's better for this. Nice water-based food coloring, not oil-based. So we're just going to mix that up. Perfect. Nice pink color. That's the color I wanted. Something else that comes in handy while you're making these tumblers are some of these little squeeze bottles, and I'm sure if you've watched my other videos you always hear me raving about the squeeze bottles, but they are super handy. So we're just going to pour your glycerin mixture into one of these squeeze bottles. It just makes it so much easier trying to get it into the tumbler. There's other ways to do this, but I find this just works the easiest. It's the least messy. You get all of your stuff into your tumbler. You're not struggling with it. That's what I find anyways. There is other ways if you have your own way. Do it that way. It doesn't really matter as long as your liquid gets into your tumbler. One of the other things we have to do is get our glitter into our tumblers, or into the tumbler. Now the glitter I'm using is pretty chunky and it's not going to go in my normal method. So all I do is just pour it onto the top and then just shake it in. So I'm using about a tablespoon of these little hearts, and we're just going to shake these into the tumbler. And when I'm done, I will be back. Alright, so we've got all our little heart glitter into the tumbler. See it all in there, and then we're going to take our other pastel glitter and we're going to mix it in with the glycerin mixture. I just find it's easier to get this in there like that, and we're only going to put probably about a teaspoon in there, maybe a little bit more, but not too much, just because we pretty much only have one shot to get this in there like that, because we don't have any extra fluid. What we've got is what we've got. So let's just give that a shake up. See what that looks like. So you can see all that glitter in there. That seems to look all right. So what we're going to do is just use the squeeze bottle to get that into the tumbler. That's got the glow powder in there and the glycerin and the not the super chunky heart glitter, but the medium glitter. So you just put that right into the hole of your tumbler, shake it, try not to shake the camera, and then just squeeze it into your tumbler. Goes pretty easy. And I'll be back when that's all in the tumbler. All right, so we've got all of our pink gooey liquid into the tumbler. And now we're going to add our baby oil. So I do the same thing again. A squeeze bottle. I add the baby oil to the squeeze bottle. This bottle's almost empty. And then we're going to add that to the tumbler. I've got my baby oil in the squeeze bottle, and we're just going to add this to the tumbler. Pretty simple, just fill it till it's full. Right, so we've got our tumbler full, and you can see what that's going to look like. It's going to be very pretty. I have a new video. It's either out already or it will be out very soon. This video may come out before that video. It's on sealing these tumblers. It'll be named Sealing Snow Globe Tumblers and Sealing Lava Lamp Tumblers. And it'll all just be about how I seal these different tumblers. So for this tumbler, I'm going to wipe the top off with alcohol. And I'm going to use a UV resin and a Gorilla Glue dot and a furniture bumper to make sure this has a good seal. I find that the oil tumblers are a little harder to seal just because it's hard to get a good seal with the oil contamination on the lip. But once that video comes out, you can watch that and it'll give you all the highlights. And I'll be done, or I'll be back as soon as this is sealed to show you what it looks like. And here is our tumbler in the light. It reminds me of a birthday party. Like if someone said, make a tumbler for a birthday party, this is what I would make. It reminds me of confetti. Just reminds me of just like a happy birthday. So it's very, very happy. The chunky glitter goes all over the place, and the medium chunky glitter kind of stays with the glow powder a little bit, but it pretty much is just a big glitter, chunky glitter mess with everything everywhere. So I can't say this is my favorite tumbler, but I'm sure it would appeal to quite a few people who like pink and like birthdays and like hearts and... But we're going to go and see what this looks like in the dark, because this does glow. So anyway, my final thoughts on adding glitter to the glow tumblers. I'm not a huge fan of it. Like if you can see, it makes them kind of lumpy. So I can't say I recommend doing this. If you really want to, go for it. But personally, it's not for me. It does look nice. I don't like it. It's okay. If you like it, that's good. It is pretty. It's just not quite sure. But as you can see, this is how it will turn out. So at least now you know. It turns out a little... It is pretty with the hearts falling. But not 100% sure. I love glow tumblers. I think this might be just a little too happy for me. I think what it is that it's making the drips super duper chunky and kind of slow, whereas usually they're fairly fast and liquidy and kind of creepy, and these are just, they remind me of cotton candy. I can't think of another way to describe it. So a neat look if that's what you're going for. So I do hope you've enjoyed my little experiment. I put out at least one new video every week, so please subscribe. I am trying to build the channel, and the more subscribers I get, the more tumblers I can make for you guys. So thanks for watching.